Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 with some new cars. Yes, there are new vehicles for us to play around with and to go racing with to see how good they are. And we're starting with the Greenwood, which is a very cool classic American barge, which I like to see. These are fun to have in the game. Are we doing the world's worst jump starting, or are we just all going to try and get into a line? Hold on, Hyper, hold on, let me just shuffle over. Hold on, we can fit more cars in here. It is going to be... Sure, how could this possibly ever go wrong? I mean, I have a pretty good idea how this is about to go wrong when we all try and drive forward. We're going to find out briefly. That was the worst attempt at wheelies ever, but we are off and we are underway and no one wants to yield towards the narrowing part. Yeah, we can't fit 10 wide into turn 1 here, funnily enough. And I mean, there's been a bit of a kerfuffle. It could have been worse, actually. Like we have seen worse kerfuffles in all of this. Oh, we've got a good run, but nowhere to go with it. Ewan almost got the James May Award for getting lost on a racetrack. Almost. Not quite. That's fine. That's fine. There's a little bit of a narrow chicane going on there. We are going to not have anybody close enough to have a look. Oh, that's not a hairpin, or as tighter a corner as I thought it was going to be. That's fine. So you head over the hill. I mean, this has got the ground clearance. You can actually ride the curbs quite nicely. It feels... Well, I mean, I did call it a barge, and it definitely feels like it. It definitely feels like it as we head up the hill. We'll try and get in some slipstream, maybe. We've got a little bit of a breakaway group going on. I think let's go to the inside of it. They still are there. Whoopsie. Okay, they weren't actually. There was space on the inside. I wasn't sure. And then I just got carried away. I mean, it handles kind of like you expect it and kind of like you want it to. At the end of the day, it does handle like a big old boat. It's kind of a bit floaty, and you ask a lot of it, and it gets some body roll and then oversteers off towards the wall. So, oh, that's a tight corner. I think we have driven this circuit a while back. That'd be ages and ages and ages ago now. I vaguely remember that corner catching everybody out because it's actually a lot tighter than you realise as you approach it. Oh, and then we're going to dive down into here. It's a short run. A very short run to the finish line. Gliska gets a push forward. Nope. It does look like these might be able to bump draft if needed, which might be important to know come the end of the race. Impega is there as well, going to have a look. Gets to the inside of us. Oh, they get a bump from Ewan, and we will go side by side through the chicane. Unfortunately, I was on such a tight line through there, couldn't get any speed on the exit, although we will get a good slipstream now. We can sit behind Impega, who's being pulled forward against Gliska, and that should work for us. Oh, to have a go up the inside, although only just got it stopped, well, and only barely got it stopped as well through all of that as we bobble over some more curbs. Yeah, that was on the limit, very, very limit of grip, and we were so slow on the exit that we lost out in the end. Ewan with a run couldn't do anything with it. I'm just hemorrhaging positions at the moment. We've got a Chris to the inside, although yeah, when you're bouncing around like that, you're going to struggle to make pace off the corner. Amy's a little bit sideways. I'm then sideways through the next turn. All of this battling I'm in. I mean, it's great fun. It's not helpful. Gliska gets a huge slide and is in trouble there. He's going to lose some of the ground to Impega and cost Ewan some time. Ewan just got stuck, had nowhere to go, which does happen sometimes. Oh, and Impega's clonked the hay bale. Hard hit on that inside hay bale. It's easily done. It is easily done. Oh, I was trying to get to the inside. However, Ewan's got even better across. Now, what line do you want around this final corner? I mean, you could try and stick it around the outside. You might be able to get momentum and make it work. Gliska's going to try and go through the middle, and that does work. Blakey's trying to get a good run to the inside as Team Orange either side of Gliska. I don't think I want to try and go around the outside at turn 1. I think I'm better off trying to cut back. If we don't get collected by Ewan, we don't. We found a gap to put our car in. We're going for a complete alternate line to the lead pair. I don't want to go through here side by side again. Blakey didn't either. Unfortunately, he was very a little late to be backing out of that one. You lose so much time trying to fit side by side through that section. It can be very, very costly. We again get past Gliska into that corner. I mean, I like these cars. I like this sort of vehicle. Having this sort of vehicle in the game is cool. I like the way it drives. It feels very appropriate. It's no funky, and it's good for racing. Like, they'll get away with light contact. They're not finely honed race machines. They bobble over stuff. I'm really glad it handles this way. It's something a little different. It won't be to everyone's tastes. I understand that. And it's weird I'm saying that about an oversteery boat. It wouldn't be my race car of choice per se, but I like that there is something different. I think I said that about a few cars in this game, and I hope that makes sense. It'll make sense to some people, I think. Glissia's chucked it in there with a lot of speed, and we are trying to get a good run. We do, but where do we want to be? Down here into the final corner. Do we go for... I mean, okay, I'm just testing out options for a run to the finish line if it comes down to it. That would work if you got no slipstream, although Impega has massive amounts. I don't know whether that got a bump from Amy there, or whether Impega found another way to make a load of speed. Amy slid and lost all momentum. I ended up sliding, trying to get the cutback working, but not quite as much of a slide. And we are now sat in a third position. Gliska with a big slide mid-corner. I got nowhere to go, so I'll just bump them forward. I had all that momentum. Someone might as well use it, because if I back out, it's wasted anyway, so at least firing Gliska forward means they can, you know, slipstream Impega, slow Impega down a little bit as they battle, and I can slipstream and get involved in this fight. Oh, we're going to get a bit crossed up over that crest, but that is fine. We'll get a good run down here. Oh, okay, no, that one there I did not intend to help Impega. I was trying to get to the outside. I just mistimed it a little bit. Oh, we're going to be a little bit stuck in this fight. Not too many places to go. Amy with a great run is going to be on all sorts of a wonky line though through here, which we can try and profit from a little bit. Gliska's kind of come out worse of all of that, has just got stuck. Blakey's loving it. Blakey's got a nice big lead as we've all fought over this third position. And this is how these races go. I mean, we have slipstream, we have catch up on. It's designed to create manic races a little bit more. Oh. I wanted to carry a bit more speed in there than Impega, and well, I guess we paid the price. We were upside down, and we are over, and we are out of this one, I think, with one lap to go. Well, our impatience, we paid the price. I'd say we paid the price on that one, yeah, kind of. We gave Impega a little bump in the braking zone that I guess put them out of position slightly, and then through the next corner, clipped the hay bale, and... yeah, we were in the unfortunate position of being stuck on the outside. Not much, like we can't at that stage. Nothing I can do. Unfortunately, yeah, the way we got sort of squished against the wall led to us falling over, and on the final lap of the race, that is a problem. And Joe was the worst place to get stuck there. I mean, I was basically not going to lift because we were done for if we couldn't get through there, and we are done for because we didn't get through there. But it was kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't. I was hoping there was just enough grip to get away with that, but there wasn't. Oh dear. Alas, we are fighting for 9th place, and I mean, there's a chance something major might go wrong with the lead group. Let's not forget, this is, well, a GTA race. And we do have a history of things going wrong on the final lap of a race. For me, it's the penultimate lap, normally, that drops me out of the fun lead battle. Blakey still has a massive lead, I think, going on. The fight for second must be raging. That was sliding all the way through that construction site. Let's see if we can close anything. If anything's going to happen, it's going to happen in here, I suspect. And well, Joe tried a maneuver from a long. I don't know what the thought was on that one. I mean, I brake late into that section, and that was me braking late in that corner. But at least Team Orange got a victory. Joe came from a million miles back to try and make that one work. Oh, why on earth are you going to the outside? Oh, that was going to get both of us. I say I was moving over to the outside, expecting a dive to the inside on that one. Well, that was just the worst final lap I've ever had. It all went wrong. It was a great race. I like the cars. the race just fell apart after lap 4. Not quite sure what's going on there. But yeah, the cars are great. The track's good fun. Just everything that could go wrong did go wrong for me on that one. For our second race, we essentially got a Maserati. What is it, MC20? Something like that. Not sure bump drafting is quite going to be as reliable in this car. I mean, you never know, but probably not. Probably not here as we all blast down towards the first corner. I am going to hug the inside. Oh, these things are great. Having gone from the muscle... I'm glad we went this way round, because if we'd driven this first, then gone to the muscle car, that thing would have felt terrible. This is very grippy, actually. You can be super quick. You can be flat through there. You could probably be flat through there on your own. If you've got slipstream and catch-up, maybe not. Probably be a bit too quick. If you're out in front, of course, you're being slowed down, so definitely can be flat. But yeah, okay, I'm already quite liking the way this thing drives. Uh-oh. There's a spun Chris in front of me. I had nowhere to go. Unfortunately, we'll just give him a little bit of a helping hand, getting them back up to speed. Gliska leads the way. We've got a good run here, but 3 wide is not really a good option to the inside. Chris went for the lead. Made it work. I mean, little contact... Actually, for a sports car, it's not bad. The little pieces of contact aren't making them completely spin out and uncontrollable, which is nice to see. Especially with GTA racing being, you know... Paint gets traded a lot in this one. We head into these quick corners next. Looking for a way to thread myself through. Gliska bounces off the wall that killed me last time. Amy had nowhere to go, and we get stuck because there are cars on my outside, and all the positions vanish away with that one. Around the final corner we head. It's so in one-make races is always easy to lose a lot of positions very quickly when things go wrong. Oh, Blakey being a little bit of a pinball machine into turn 1. It's now 4 wide up ahead. I just don't want to be 4 wide into the chicane because 2 wide barely works, but it works better in these. It's much easier to be 2 wide than in the Greenwoods. I'm not going to be able to do anything there. Ewan kind of found a gap, ended up in front of Amy and came the worse for wear for a bump. There's just no stopping that car in the braking zone, and Pega gets a big bounce off the curb and goes for a slide. Oh, there was a little gap there. I very nearly met a very solid wall. Thankfully, we did not. Oh, there's still bumping and shunting going on up ahead. I just don't want to be involved in any of that, really. I'm just trying to stop my car from sliding and not be involved in the bumping, and as I say that, I get a monster slide, and Pega pinged off the inside wall. Oh, I mean, we're out of all of this in 4th. It could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse, all things considered. Now, here we go. That's a better run. We shall get a good run down towards the final corner. We are to the inside. We will get the car stopped. Don't upset it over the curb. Hope we can sit in the slipstream. Not quite close enough to the cars ahead. That's fine. Amy will come back past. Longbow's going to come to join in the fun as well a little bit. We are on the outside there, and we will lose out there. Not much that I can do so. I mean, in this type of racing as well, sometimes it is better just to accept you're getting overtaken, wait for a chance to fight back in a more sensible location. Like there, on the exit of the chicane, we got a better run through there, we carried more speed, made the most of the slipstream, and got a big bump. We did an endo. That only normally happens on bikes. Oh, hello, Ewan. We got attacked by a Ewan on 2 wheels. These are cars, these are not bikes, okay? We don't need them on 2 wheels, we definitely don't need endos going on. I had a good run, but there was a Ewan to the outside, so I can really utilise it. I'm hoping you can just kind of shuffle the pink car out a little bit there, and we make it work. Okay, and if we don't slide down here, if we can get into the draft of the lead pair, which I believe we have done, little tap on the brakes through there settles the car. Yeah, I mean, they can have their big squabble further back if they want. We will sneak our way up. I don't think Gliska was quite expecting us there. Hey, we're back pointing the right way at least. Oh, that's a horrible place to try and get going from. Just in the middle of the corner. You're in the middle of a very fast corner. Glisker is waiting. He's just got to find the safest place. It wasn't an intentional bump. I think it's caught out by the slipstream. I think they got surprised that I was there. I don't think they quite realised that we were as close as we were because they'd been having. And I'm really bored of cars hitting the back of me now. I appreciate. I mean, I do have a style. I do tend to be earlier on the brakes and faster on the exit of the corners. It does tend to be the way I find lap speed in cars in general, and it does seem to be what's happening here. We could have a bit of a dive bomb into there, although no, these are good enough under brakes that Pega could hold that one. Got nowhere to go at the moment. I mean, none of the crashes have been really that bad. We've not really lost huge amounts of time. These are actually pretty good. They'll get away with more contact. Chris is fat. Whoop. Pega was very slow all of a sudden. I don't quite know. Well, now it's my turn to spin at Chris. I was going to try and get Chris back pointing the right way, but couldn't quite make it happen. I was about to say, these cars are pretty good on the contact, not being ridiculously unstable, but you'll still be able to spin a car if you hit it in the wrong way. But yeah, they are fairly good. Again, for sports cars, fairly well behaved and everything. Oh, come on now. Let's get neatly out of there. I really don't want to get suckered into this, to a big fight over third and have the leaders escape again. Thankfully, the big fight seems to have gone on behind me for fourth a little bit. Now we're spread out, although we don't have any slipstream friends. Glisker might catch. Yeah, Glisker will be just about in range for some slipstream. I'd like to have caught the lead group before that, but I don't think we're going to. Oh, actually, Blakey slingshot past Glisker is not going to do that, and would be wise. Would be wise to follow through the chicane and then get the draft on the exit, but both Blakey and Glisker clip the wall. I mean, that does put us up to. Well, put us up to the lead group, and then we immediately throw it away with too much speed over the crest. I'll tell you what, the hills, the elevation change around this circuit is a real challenge with these cars. It's a nice challenge. It's a good challenge. It really does test these cars out. Because you've got to get it right. They do slide around if you get on the power too soon, like an idiot. Here again, for example, you can see in Pega wiggling. I've had some oversteery, twitchy moments through all of this. And again, that corner there is great. It's not flat out quite. You get too much oversteer if you try and take it flat out. That's never going to work. 3 wide, 2 wide here is risky. I'm just not going to go for a 3 wide. On the final lap, you might. I don't know whether you'd even want to, because the risk of having a crash is so big, and you can just focus on getting a good exit here. Like that. The bump draft kind of worked, although Blakey got all of us down there, although with a huge oversteer moment. Well, we'll push a Blakey out of there. We're on to the final lap of the race. It looks like it's going to come down to us 5, maybe Ewan as well, to make it another car in the mix. We've had a better penultimate lap than last time around. That's something. Can we be there at the end of the race? Impega with a brave pass around the outside into the chicane. We're all going to get slipstream though on the exit. Oh, bloody hell, I got slipstream I think before Glisker on that. I didn't quite expect that one to suddenly tow me forward. There, and I was slightly caught out. And now we're all out of position up here. Over that horrible slidey crest we go. We've got level 8 still alongside, although we've got a great run through there. Had so much momentum, didn't quite know where to go with it. Had to go around the outside of Glisker. It is orange 1-2 at the moment. Blakey to the inside. Blakey got a tag and was twitching. And I was on the limit of grip as Blakey was on the limit of grip. And Impega's hit the wall on the outside. That's cascaded Ewan across. That has thinned out the herd. I think it's down to 3 cars. Me, Glisker, and I think Impega survived the best out of the herd of cars that did make it through. Unfortunately, I think they're going to be close enough to have a big run down here. Possibly. Glisker is definitely going to get there. It's now whether I can get a good run out of this final corner, a good enough run, which I ping off the wall. It's a great run, but it's not enough. We'll cross the line in second. Oh, there's been a kerfuffle on the final corner. Blakey was unlucky but still ended up 4th in that one. Ewan gets fastest lap in 5th. They're good fun sports cars. I mean, that's kind of what you want from a sports car, really. They're fun to drive. They're a challenge to drive in places. You know, that you can get things wrong with them. They will move about if you ask too much of them, but they'll get away with some light contact. You'll be able to race closely. Yeah, I like both of those cars, actually. It's a very fun circuit as well to go driving around, so thank you very much to Pone for building that one. And of course, thank you all very much for watching. That, though, shall be it from me. Until next time, goodbye.